An ex-Bungie employee just called out their former employer in the most savage way possible. This comes to us in response to a tweet from content creator Grenader Jake, where he posted saying, "I have played 8 matches of Trials of Osiris in the 3v3 playlist this morning. 5 of those matches had cheaters on the other team. At Destiny 2 team, how can you charge us every few months for a new season and allow this to happen? You can't justify this." To which the former community manager that was recently laid off with the other 100 employees responded to this tweet saying, "Probably don't lay off a significant portion of their security team." Now this is an extremely savage response because we don't normally see former Bungie employees calling out the company in such a way. Usually people try to keep it professional so that way that future prospects don't view them as a risky hire, but Hippie has clearly had enough. The gloves have come off and they are swinging left and right all over social media. They also had this to say today: "The internal and external abuse is beyond wild. I've had gamers run entire harassment campaigns to trigger seizures. I've had a dev throw things at me, yell at me. I've had leadership block advancement opportunities. Are we finally ready to have this convo? Because yes." And this was in response to a tweet where people were talking about abuse towards those pushing accessibility in games, which accessibility in video games is Hippie's specialty. That was what she did for Bungie, and she literally won an award for them about a month before being laid off. But that wasn't even the wildest comment today. We have this thread here, which starts with a now deleted post. I don't know what the original post said, but Hippie responded to it saying this: "You're confusing laid off with fired. This is incorrect on quite a few levels, but I hope you never have to learn that firsthand and then have folks with zero insight weigh in like they know everything because it feels like." To which this individual responded saying, "There's likely a reason behind those specific people that got laid off. We kept the right people means they got rid of the wrong ones. Bungie wanted to rid y'all and hide behind the laid off tagline. It's an easy way of firing underperforming staff without all the dramas." Which leads us to our wildest response here. Hippie responds saying, "You're not wrong about the hiding part, but you're wrong about the why. Not a single person on the list I saw underperformed. They were pro player and pro dev. That's all I'm gonna say about that, unless y'all want to front legal fees for pushing too far past NDA parameters." Which is very wild because obviously you don't want to break the Bungie NDA. One, because Bungie will then pursue legal action against you, and covering Bungie news over the last decade, I can confirm they are quite the litigious organization, at least when it comes to wrongdoing. They've sued countless cheaters and cheater companies over the last decade for millions and millions of dollars at this point, which to be fair is justified. I mean, if you cheat in Destiny 2, you kind of deserve it, right? But one thing you don't want to do is be a former Bungie community manager and have Bungie's legal team knocking at your door, because that will prove to be very expensive very quick, and on top of that, it's going to be kind of hard to find future employment if you find yourself in a legal battle with your former game development employer over breaking an NDA. So thankfully that's where the conversation ended on X. Will this be the last that we hear of the Bungie layoff drama? Only time will tell, but if more former employees or current employees decide to weigh in on that conversation, you better believe I'll bring you a video discussing it, because that's what we like to do here on the channel. The goal here is to discuss all things Destiny 2, from build videos, news, god rolls, drama, you name it, and we're gonna discuss it here on this channel, which is why you want to be subscribed with notifications on, because then you're gonna have the inside scoop in everything that's happening within the Destiny 2 world. Let me know your thoughts about this story down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, click on the screen right here to watch another one from the channel. And if you're feeling thirsty out there, make sure to use code LUCKY10P to save some money on G Fuel. Also, make sure you're following me on Twitch and Kick. I go live all the time playing Destiny 2. Lastly, make sure you're following me on X, Instagram, and TikTok, where I deliver Destiny 2 news to you daily. I appreciate all the followers out there.